And before that, all the day's action from the Premiership in Match of the Day.
Two crucial games tonight, two pivotal moments in the title race between two giants of English football. Manchester United and Liverpool looking to rewrite history or repeat it depending your point of view. Tonight was a classic evening for Premier League football. Manchester United had the Coca-Cola Cup finalists to play. After their recent setback, could Fergie's men get back to winning ways?
Back to Festa. The Italian, what can he do? Good ball into Juninho. Juninho gets his shot away and just misses.
Liverpool will err on the caution. Wimbledon away at Selhurst Park. Could be the debut of a certain young teenager. Redknapp. Fowler. Owen! Oh! That's just unbelievable. And we've got that other side in the title race. Arsenal and all the other goals here on tonight's programme. And here are the other guys themselves. Trevor and Trevor are also with us. The first to Manchester United after getting beat last week to Derby County, and Liverpool's win, there was a 5-point gap in the Premiership. The lunchtime kick-off today, Manchester United knew that if they were victorious here, they could close the gap to just 2 points and put the pressure on Liverpool in the evening game. Commentary from this one comes from Trev Champion.
Manchester United's grip on the Premiership trophy is slipping. They welcome Middlesbrough this afternoon in a match that is a must-win for the home side. Last week's defeat to Derby has seen Alex Ferguson's side fall 5 points behind leaders Liverpool, and all the Red Devils can do now is win and hope that their arch-rivals trip at the final hurdle. United legend Brian Robson brings his resurgent Middlesbrough side to Old Trafford. Fabrizio Ravanelli's form in front of goal has seen Boro haul themselves out of the relegation zone, and another win today could see them move 5 points above the bottom three. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is preferred up front to Andy Cole, and it's Phil rather than Gary Neville at right back today. Gary Pallister played almost 200 times in a Middlesbrough shirt. Two former United players line up for Middlesbrough. Gary Walsh and Clayton Blackmore are on familiar ground for the Coca-Cola Cup finalists, who again will be looking to Ravanelli and Mikkel Beck to score the goals. There's a sense of tension in the air as both teams prepare for the charge towards the finishing line. There are just 6 more matches to decide their destiny. Played into Solskjaer. Played out wide now towards Beckham. Middlesbrough cut it out, but Keane will pick it up. Now Cantona into Beckham. Cantona again. Good defending by Juninho, who gets it away. United again on the attack now. Keane into Cantona. What can he do on the edge of the box? Fouled by Steve Vickers. United starting on the front foot here. And Cantona fouled on the edge. And this is a very promising position. David Beckham has picked up the ball. And he is eyeing this one up. What can he do then, David Beckham? Up against Gary Walsh. Oh, it's brilliant! Absolutely fantastic from David Beckham. An unstoppable strike into the top corner. And United have the start that they desired. There's just no stopping that. Walsh ended up in the back of his net. like a sardine in the Atlantic. And David Beckham celebrates as United go one up. Emerson. Out to Festa for Middlesbrough. Offered so little in the first half, did Boro, but here they are on the front foot early in the second period. Emerson. Juninho. Will he have a shot? Yes, he will. Deflected by Keane and he's gone out for a corner. Ravanelli. Laid back to Juninho. As we approach the hour mark, Emerson. Good tackle by Giggs though, and Giggs comes away with it, finds Solskjaer, now Cantona. Solskjaer. Giggs for United. Tried to open his legs, but he was fouled. Neil Cox putting in the challenge, I think. Yes, it was. That is one way to stop the Welshman. Beckham's already scored from a free kick. Can he set a goal up from a free kick here? Played in. Giggs flicks it on. But no one was there. And Middlesbrough come away with it. Here's Festa. Sloppily gives it away though to Roy Keane in the centre of the park. What can he do? Roy Keane into Cantona, the captain, who shoots into the bottom corner. And United are 2 up. That is superb from Eric Cantona. Old Trafford erupts as Cantona celebrates at the Stretford end. They've been in control for most of this match, and now the scoreline shows it. Cantona with a superb strike beyond Gary Walsh. Really poor from Festa, initially from Middlesbrough, and my did United make him pay. Pearson. Here's Festa. Now Mikel Beck for Boro. Back to Festa. The Italian, what can he do? Good ball into Juninho. Juninho gets his shot away and just misses. So close to creeping inside that post. Schmeichel had no chance. And Juninho so unlucky. Alan Moore, a substitute into Ravanelli. Now Juninho. Ravanelli again. Very quiet afternoon for Ravanelli, and there's a long ball. Did that get a touch off Dennis Irwin? It did, and it's a corner for Middlesbrough. One last chance for the visitors to get on the score sheet. Juninho plays it short to Neil Cox, who has time to deliver, and Moore hits the post. Sloppy defending, allowing Middlesbrough a chance. It has hit the post, and United survive and take all 3 points. A relatively comfortable 3 points at that. Middlesbrough perhaps have one eye on Wembley, whereas Manchester United will be going to Germany in midweek. They take on Borussia Dortmund, but for now their focus is on trying to charge down Liverpool at the top of the table, and they've done all they can this afternoon. Goals from David Beckham and Eric Cantona have set them on their way to a 2-0 victory over Middlesbrough. Manchester United keeping the pressure on as they look to secure yet another Premiership title.
Look, I think the main thing we've got to be pleased about ultimately is we've got the win today. We've got a really big European game on Wednesday. The victory today, I think, is going to put us in good stead for the title race, and we've got to be pleased with that. I'm not happy, I suppose, getting beat so close to a cup final, but to be fair, that's football, isn't it? And I've played in many sides which found an extra gear in a cup side, and I don't think this will be too big of a setback for us. I mean, yes, Liverpool have got it all to do, and let's not forget that this side knows what it's like to overcome a deficit for the Championship. Apart from John Barnes, who have Liverpool got that have won a Championship? Oh, bold word there from Alec Ferguson, but Manchester United a comfortable win in the end, Trevor. Yeah, very comfortable. I didn't think they needed to get beyond second gear today, and I think that's good for them, bearing in mind what they've got coming up away to Borussia Dortmund in the week in the Champions League. I think Manchester United today just showed that they just had a little bit too much quality, and I think Middlesbrough, in January at the moment, I think are suffering just on the basis that I don't think they are as confident defensively as they could be. Well, Trevor, we know Manchester United have got the squad rotation to do this. Middlesbrough have got to be worried potentially with the Coca-Cola Cup final coming up. Yeah, I think there is going to be an air of concern. I think, when they played Leicester, you thought after they beat them they were shoo-in to win this. Now there's going to be an element of doubt cropping in. And the doubt is all down to the way in which Middlesbrough played. They allowed the opposition far too much into the game. Middlesbrough have got to avoid that. They've got the attacking quality to really threaten. My worry for them at the moment is defensively, is that going to expose them? After Manchester United had closed the gap to 2 points, Liverpool knew a win again, they can open it back up to 5. But waiting them was away to Selhurst Park and Wimbledon, and the Crazy Gang have been very difficult to beat this season. Your commentator for this one is Trevor Davis.
Well, the gauntlet has been laid down for Liverpool to maintain their 5-point advantage in the Premiership. Nothing but 3 points will count from this evening's game. And their opponents today are the side which had the longest unbeaten record of the league season so far. The Crazy Gang have been very difficult to beat at home, but they have been beatable of late. Liverpool know that title charge, most the 11 players in front of them, just stand in their way. Roy Evans tonight is boosted by the Efin Okoku and Marcus Gale will lead the line-up today for Wimbledon. Nilani and Leonardson in midfield. With a change of defence, Ben Thatcher coming in to support Andy Kimball, who looks like to be a wing-back system that Joe Kinnear consists of. Roy Evans is delighted the fact that Stan Collymore passed the late fitness test to start alongside Robbie Fowler. Stig Bjornaby replaces Patrick Berger on the left in midfield. Young J.G. Carragher comes in to join at centre of defence. So this evening's game really is crucial, you feel, in the race for the championship. Young Jamie Carragher and Stig Bjornaby looking for Collymore. There'll be a real scrap between Collymore and Thatcher. Cunningham, runners ahead of him, one of them is Gale. Now Ovik Leonardson, and it was blocked by Mark Wright. And the change of formation that Joe Kinnear's side have arranged certainly allows them to give a bit more depth in width. It was a good block. Some have said the advantage Manchester United's side has is there are players that have experienced winning the championship. Liverpool side tonight, just John Barnes remains. Oh, that was so unlucky! Gale's flick on, Efin Okoku on the volley. Lovely bit of football, good ball in by Jones, good strength in the air. Really lovely attempt. Gale. Still Marcus Gale, not afraid to run. Cunningham again is out wide. Good cross. Another header away. Phil Babb did it then. Hardly for Wimbledon. Leonardson. Referee plays the advantage and play will go back to the free kick there as Steve McManaman protests, but I think Leonardson here was caught by McManaman. Not a great deal in that, and you can understand Liverpool midfielders' frustration. So it's Vinnie Jones and Leonardson that's over this. It's Jones to blast it against the wall. Leonardson, he'll blast it against Bjornaby. Here's Ardley. Kimball. Leonardson, nice turn. And he goes for goal. Good save, David James. Lovely work from Leonardson to turn and find the room. James, though, is down low. That's a really good save. It is as nervy as you can get from the Liverpool end, that's for sure. It's Bjornaby. Quality delivery could end that, but he's lost it. Marcus Gale's able to march on, away from Barnes. He's got Carragher, but he's past him. Gale goes in, Leonardson's there, good save David James, and eventually away from McAteer. And Wimbledon again show their strength on the right hand side. Lovely run, great turn, and David James again with another important save. Barnes' ball back to Redknapp. Steve McManaman, Collymore! He turned, it's flash wide of Neil Sullivan's left hand post. Liverpool able to move the play on, and Sullivan was caught out if he'd got more curl on it. Hardly. Long. Flag stays down. Here's Gale. And still. And a Koku. And a goal for Wimbledon. Goodness me, what does that do for the title race? Straight from the kickoff. Wimbledon have got the better of Liverpool. And the crazy gang leads. And there is suspicion of offside of Marcus Gale here. But the fact he was able to manoeuvre so easily in the penalty area really is criminal. And then Koku, look at this, sliding in. James couldn't get there. I don't think anyone could. Referee Gerald Ashby had a look but wasn't making a decision to that. Leonardson flicking it forward to Gale. Cunningham. Looking for Marcus Gale again. Finding him again, good save! Certainly been the busier goalkeeper, David James. Another save made. Real drama at the moment. McAteer looking for Owen, but the pass itself was just lacking any real zip. It's a flick on, which Koku has got there. What's his finish like? Oh, it's just a fraction wide. And at 2-0, you wonder if that was game over. But it's an old-fashioned long ball, the flick on, one striker taking a gamble, very unlucky. McAteer. Bjornaby. John Barnes for Liverpool. Jason McAteer. McManaman's making a run. It's allowed Owen to find a little bit of room. Here's Fowler! Good save! Great work by Liverpool. A little more zip to their play. Fowler able to turn. Found himself half a yard from Owen's ball. Good save, Neil Sullivan. A save which you'd probably expect the Wimbledon keeper to make. Here's McAteer. McManaman went for a shot. Hardly came across and dispossessed him. This is Vinnie Jones. Carragher's across. Redknapp. Barnes. McAteer. McManaman. Oh! It's Owen! Oh, fantastic save by Sullivan. Oh, the young man had a huge chance. Brilliantly well worked in the end. Steve McManaman does so well. Owen gambles. Gets half a yard when Perry charges forward. Oh, and the finish wasn't there. Good stop, Neil Sullivan. Barnes goes short to Fowler. Now Barnes. Barnes to McAteer. There's no one there. So the corner comes to nothing. It's not a great clearance though. This is Michael Owen. This is Robbie Fowler! This is the sort of moments you've got to produce in championship challenges. Robbie Fowler does it for Liverpool. They call him God on Anfield. Well, that was purely divine intervention. Poor bit of defending from Wimbledon. And when you give the ace marksman Robbie Fowler this sort of advantage, he'll take it. Michael Owen with an excellent ball, but a delightful finish by Fowler. No placing this. This is power and perfection, getting it right in the side netting. First assist for Owen in English football. Another goal for Robbie Fowler. Perhaps one of his most important goals so far. And a change with Robbie Earle coming on to replace Ove Gleanarsson. Earle. Now, can Jones get there? He can. He gets there ahead of Berger. Options across. The Koku is one of them. Jones. Oh, it's Marcus Gale! Great save! Really good save by David James. Wimbledon putting the pressure on after Liverpool. It almost seemed to take a breather after pressing forward. Excellent stop. My word, he's had a really good game tonight, David James. Right. Redknapp and back again. Oh, that was lovely. Here's Fowler. McManaman did so well to find him. Barnes. Now it's Berger. Berger's ball in. Oh, it's just wide. I don't believe it from McManaman. Well, when it broke into Patrick Berger, his cross was right on the money, and McManaman's just flicked it wide. That is unbelievable. Such fine margins. Here's Kimball. Carragher does well. Redknapp. Oh, he's lost it, Redknapp. What a place to lose it. Efan Okoku. It's Neil Ardley. Oh, that was a huge chance. He just couldn't quite believe what had happened. Liverpool had hit self-destruct. Redknapp was called out completely. Gale put it in. Okoku didn't have the legs. Ardley thought he had the finish. Unbelievable. Oh, he knows. Young man, that was a big chance to take all 3 points. Here's Sullivan. Redknapp. Fowler. Owen! Owen! Oh! That's just unbelievable. They've spent large parts of the game not at their best, but Liverpool really are turning it on. Young Michael Owen, how unlucky is that? And how close was that for 3 points? Maybe a minute or two left. We will find out. Flick on by Okoku, which has fallen here to Marcus Gale. Controlled it out to Earle. Earle's ball across. There's Okoku! Oh, this is amazing. The chances to win this game. It was just another clearance. Robbie Earle, what a great cross. Efan Okoku, just over the bar. Goodness me. Thrilling match. Absolutely brilliant. Wimbledon gave as good as they got. Liverpool have equalised and had many chances to win it, as did the Crazy Gang. It was a fantastic match for the neutral. For Liverpool, it's still a point. It still means they have 3 over the advantage of Manchester United. And when the two meet in 2 fixtures' time, Liverpool will hope that that can still be the case. Got to go to Roker Park next. But tonight on their travels, it's finished. Wimbledon 1, Liverpool 1. Really tough game. Fair game. Fair result, would you say? Yeah, probably in the balance of it, I'd say. I think in championship title races, you have bad points and you have good points. I think today was a good point because Liverpool still have the advantage over Manchester United heading into the close of the season. And Manchester United have still got to go to Anfield, and I think that could be key for the title race. I think Liverpool today weren't at their best, and that happens. You've got to accept that, but you've got to grind a result out of it, and that's what Liverpool did. Both sides has chances to win that. Ultimately, a little bit of luck can go a long way. Well, Wimbledon had their best moments, and they didn't really take them in the end, but they've been excellent, haven't they?
Yeah, I would say with Wimbledon, probably their best season we've seen from them since they were elected into the Football League. They've been a real joy to watch, and that sort of team led by Jones driving forward, it really is proven to be a real challenge to other players. My one wish really is they had their own stadium. They weren't ground sharing with Selhurst Park, because Wimbledon down to Crystal Palace is a heck of a journey, and I think potentially, had they got Plough Lane or a version of that, I think it could really help them kick on. Well, kicking on in our programme, let's go and move over to the other games, and of course we will start our review with Trevor Sinstad. It was a North London derby that was an 8-goal thriller split 4-4, but today it just didn't quite have the magic for it. Arsenal's title challenge looks like it's starting to whimper. David Seaman kept him in the game with a delightful save, one in which Darren Anderton had no idea he did. Arsenal created chances but nothing clear cut. The best of them probably fell to David Platt, who decided to go from distance and ended up hitting the truncheon post supporting it. This one finished goalless. Newcastle United have been plagued by too many draws and games they should win, and a defence that could be easily broken open. But there was nothing easy the way in which Chelsea did this. A wonderful passing move that involved a tap-in for Mark Hughes. A Premiership goal of the absolute highest quality. But in terms of the response, well, Newcastle did get themselves level, but couldn't find a winning goal. A moment of brilliance from Asprilla, able to flick the ball through to Alan Shearer. His shot was too good for Grodos. Newcastle couldn't find a winning goal. This one finished 1 apiece. A Midlands derby with it all on the line for Coventry City. What they needed to make do was they kept it tight and didn't give the opposition any chances. That being said, I don't think there's a lot that Rizovic could do about the shot which arrived from Draper. Judy and Joachim went ham to poke the ball in. A 1 became 2 as good work between Joachim again, combining with Ian Taylor on the right hand side. The cross came in, he only had one person to aim at. He only needed one person to aim at. Dwight York made it 2. Coventry got themselves back into the game, and it was good work in the end between Whelan, Huckabee and Dublin. Eventually the ball baked through to Darren Huckabee, who crossed it for Noel Whelan. A tap in for he, not enough for Coventry, who taste defeat again. Derby County beat West Ham United 1-0 as they move a step closer towards Premiership survival. At least that's the belief. Carrying on for the win over Manchester United, Paolo Wanchope continued his excellent form with a delightful finish that finished off this match. Everton and Leicester City was another game that was shared 1-1, but it was down to good work by Nicky Barbie to get the opening goal. He was able to force a chance through to Rideout, who squared it back to Duncan Ferguson to strike the ball home past Keller. But Everton has shown that they are quite worryingly near the bottom of the table. Maybe things will have to change. Leicester City know if they're able to get back into this game, and they did so by their skipper, Steve Walsh's excellent shot driving home, then it's all speed ahead for the Coca-Cola Cup final. Leeds and Southampton was a goalless game. There were some great chances though. The best of them arrived first Leeds United. Brian Dean's header tantalising wide there of Dave Besant's post. There were chances at the other end, the best down to Van Gobble. Charging his way down the right in midfield, he squared it back to Eggleston, but Nigel Martin stood in the way of this game. Chris Waddle was the hero in a game in which there was a villain. In the end, it was Ord that gave the ball away, and it was Booth that blasted it in to give Wednesday the lead. Step forward Chris Waddle to provide the equaliser. A delightful free kick that gives Sunderland hope, but as they say, it's the hope that gets you. Blackburn Rovers will know this was a big occasion for them, and they needed a good start to make sure that they weren't dragged into a relegation dogfight. Steve Stone, though, knows that everything getting out of a relegation dogfight and got the opening goal. But Forest couldn't capitalise it or hold on to win, and Blackburn eventually were able to equalise. Sutton and Gallagher combining, a defence split all the way open, a cool finish for Chris Sutton. It's another result as this one also finished 1 apiece. So after 33 games, Liverpool are 3 points top over Manchester United, who have closed the gap after Liverpool's draw today. Don't discount Arsenal, they are also still in the title race. It's a 3-horse race, although Arsenal at the moment are 10-1 outsiders compared to Liverpool, which are odds-on favourites here at 6-2. Other than the table, it's as you were. Aston Villa, Chelsea seeing themselves gaining away. Villa and Newcastle looking like they're bound for Europe. Bottom of the table, Southampton still 4 points adrift to Coventry City. Nottingham Forest and Sunderland are separated by just one single goal. Middlesbrough, after their defeat as well, remains 16th. So an important weekend in the Premiership. You might remember that's still for a long way to come. The Premiership takes a back seat because the FA Cup is the focus for the next week, so keep your eye out for that. But when the Premiership does return, I'm sure it could be a much changed landscape at the moment. Bearing in mind, all the European semi-finals could be done by then. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.